This week, the state Supreme Judicial Court rules roadside sobriety tests are no longer acceptable if a driver is suspected of being under the influence of marijuana. It's a ruling being cheered by some, but local police departments have concerns. Our Cam Jandrow joins us now live with the details. Cam?
Anna, marijuana will soon be legal here in Massachusetts. However, like alcohol, you cannot operate a vehicle while under its influence. But a court ruling on Tuesday says that police officers have a limit when they suspect a driver of DUI.
It's an enormous step backwards for law enforcement, but it's here and we have to deal with it.
Leicester Police Chief James Hurley does not agree with the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court. In a ruling Tuesday, the court says officers can't offer testimony of field sobriety tests if a driver is suspected of being intoxicated with marijuana. Hurley believes setting these limitations is a danger to the public.
And that's going to lead to more people out on the street driving vehicles that are impaired, and that there's going to be less that we can do about it.
The decision comes after a case in Millbury where a man was stopped by state police. He allegedly failed 2 field sobriety tests, and troopers suspected him of smoking marijuana. Attorney Gregory Casale practices OUI cases in Worcester. He agrees with the court, saying field sobriety tests are not an effective way to test for drugs.
Field sobriety tests just have not been consistently correlated to show that failure of these tests or questionable results of these tests correlate to the impairment of the driver.
The court said an expert witness would be required to determine whether or not a driver was under the influence of pot. As an attorney, Casale says the ruling works in his favor.
So I'm glad to see it come down. I think it was the right decision, and look forward to putting it to the test.
On the other side, Hurley says he's worried about the impacts of the ruling.
I'm not looking to be anti-marijuana or roll the law back. My concern becomes for the people that are out on the roadway now that can become the innocent victims of this.
Now, an important element in this case is the fact that field sobriety tests were specifically made for the consumption of alcohol. But in the courtroom, officers will be able to use their observations and assessments of the driver. Anna?